around her, the glaring eyes piercing the dark with hunger and devotion. Tonight she's straying from the path. She can no longer resist the urge awakening inside, a stirring beneath her sweet red riding hood. In the company of wolves, sinful rendezvous. In the darkness of the woods, if they only knew.
So welcome back, guys. Finally, we continue our path of sharing the most precious blackened gems in music history again, after this long stressful period that we've all gone through. Without further ado, we will rightly begin with the first release that is highly special to me because it gets released tomorrow, and you should all await this with your greatest anticipation. This is something that I personally consider one of the best releases that are coming out right now, and perhaps even rising up to one of the best gothic rock releases that will ever reach daylight. So the band I am talking about today is called STOKER. It is a band that has already existed in 2018 with their first release, Haunted. We will check this out later on by the end of the video. And if you don't already know this band, then you obviously have to check out the band's official website, which will be linked down below. Without further ado, we will rightly begin with the first release that I try to combine it with something highly special that you can also use as a decoration in your own gloomy mansion. I will lead you through the entire crafting process of a door wreath. A door wreath is what is visible right now next to me. I will present all the songs to you guys, analyze them of course with you together, and you can write in the comments which song already is your favorite. We must all be looking forward to this album release tomorrow. So one of the first songs that I listened to and got addicted is called In the Company of Wolves. This was also the intro song. It magically reveals the story of a woman in the style of the Red Riding Hood who reigns in the forest on the side of her beloved magical creatures, above all, wolves of course. The musically imposing arrangement of highly thrilling guitar riffs, mournfully blackened vocals, and symphonic elements, which bit by bit get distributed within the musical evolvement process, create a translucent view into the threatened world of being trapped and at the same time also kind of sheltered in our own dark room of mind, symbolized by the image of a ghost-like forest.
They are lost and so are you. Darling, it's true. What you do out in the woods, who you do it to.
The historically intertwined nightmare that we experience while listening to the song Whitechapel is based on the well-known occurrences in England during the entire Victorian era. This song darkly opens the gates to all the mysteries behind the vanished faces. In Whitechapel, nothing is as it seems. This is exactly what the song reflects, the hidden secrets that we get exposed to while experiencing the story behind the lines, reveal the satanic forces that unfortunately led to innumerable cases of death within the population. And this image just gets reflected in a restless kind of guitar construct to show us exactly how immorality and recklessness ruled the society during these times. It's making us feel that we ourselves are experiencing the devilish forces in the narrow alleys of London.
A reaper of lost souls, collect absinthe and opium can't hide the truth behind those screens, and shadow slips away down these alleys of despair. His story we all know, a Victorian nightmare.
So the next song, Schwarzer Engel, which of course is German and is translated into English as Black Angel, dramatically leads us into a story of true passion, which of course in the song is highlighted by highly energetic dark vocals and a chorus that just leaves us speechless. The viciously precious guitar lines reach the fine line between heavenly pureness and vampiric kinds of sins.
Tightly in my grip, at my fingertips I feel you shiver. I'm delivered. If there's sin in lust, then sin we must. Struck like a match with every touch, Schwarzer Engel. Burning thin lace, your pearly gates greet my escape. Under that trim, heavenly skin, Schwarzer Engel. High on your scent, at your command, blessedly damned.
The next song that I'd love to introduce in this video today is called Bite. Bite is a hymn for all us vampirically inspired dark souls. This pure goth rock anthem is characterized by forceful vocals, thrilling guitar riffs that just haunt you, exactly as the album promised of course, especially the part wherein the lead singer introduces the upcoming guitar passages, shows such a variant, cursed vocal range that I hardly try to describe it properly. And within the song, actually pretty at the end of it, you can discover a guitar solo that just will dominate your mind for the next few days if you're ready for it or not.
Born of twisted science, man-made raging demon, quickly out of control. These are building to the night, hiding in the shadows. Bide your time consumed with despair, like a burning fever. Blood can satisfy your thirst, creature of tomorrow, designed for soul and sorrow. You're the monarch of the night, 'cause when the moment's right, you will bite. He's always watching, you can't turn away, silently wishing for that fateful day. One last war will leave nothing but bones, then he will spread his wings and rise from his throne. One last war will leave nothing but bones, then he will spread his wings and rise.
As soon as the bewitching bass lines in this song set in, it tells the story of eternal distant watchmen we all know and appreciate while we wander along ancient buildings. Gargoyles are well known to have experienced whole centuries. Therefore, they of course retell all events that occurred in history. The final impressive statement that once, after the final war that only ends in skulls and bones, spread their wings to fly away and reach for new worlds is of profound lyrical majesty. Through this final conclusion, this song turns into a historically valuable anthem that closes the initial story that gets built up in the album of Whitechapel and turns mankind's future into a mystery for us all.
Wide awake, where the mountains bear their bones by the stones, chosen for our final rest, no regrets. As it all comes to an end, as it all comes to an end, so mourn your passing with laughter. Alone in this tragic comedy, may the earth rest lightly upon you. It's the dawn of the darkest day.
Mourning Laughter is a song that deeply touches you because it refers to the experience of processing of loss, which we've all been going through at least once in our lives. Fortunately, we can discover through the song a lot of shelter within the harmonically arranged guitar solos that build up a basis for understanding and the ongoing hope that we will be reunited as soon as possible with this specific person that means a lot to us. And this is giving us faith to keep on wondering through this kind of tragic comedy, as the band describes it. Even though everything around us is crumbling to dust, we mentally remain strengthened because we feel that those who actually left us behind in a physical way are so close by our sides mentally that they actually never left us alone in reality. The amount of emotionality, especially within the vocal performances, is just beyond monumental. Because this video is meant to be a tribute to a band which I highly appreciate, I would love to keep on sharing with you guys the past release, which came out in June 2018 and which is called Haunted and is just as gorgeous as the new one. And this was actually an album which I just recently discovered, to my great excitement, because I wasn't aware of such grandiosity being out there without me actually noticing it. This was an initial shock for me, of course, so I immediately bought this magnificent piece for it.
All my resolve comes crumbling under gaze. Sins for which I have yet to atone. Only blood can be washed away. Drown in despair, wrath with guilt.
The title song Haunted starts off with a breathtaking guitar solo that even surpasses the listener's anticipated haunted atmosphere. But as soon as the vocals set in, we don't have no real chance left. We just have to succumb to the blackened magic that gets portrayed in front of us. The almost eerily growling vocal performance is beyond fascinating. The song reaches a profound metallic-inspired darkness that then gets contrasted with a theatrical mourn of a count's betrayal who gets haunted by decisions he unconsciously or even consciously, we don't actually know this, made. A vow once made will never vanish.
The cold night air upon my remains as I stand forth. I've been a long time buried deep in my lonely grave, a long time buried, but tonight I'm gonna reach for you.
The next song that I consider essential in your Black Hat musical library is called Long Time Buried. The slowly appearing tangent just mesmerized me, and I catch myself singing along to it the entire day. Rising from the dead to fulfill a mission that has been haunting the buried individual is one of the most impressive motives that I can personally imagine to be realized in a song.
blood. Why is it on my hands? I can't recall when it all began. What did I do, and was it really me? Is this for real, or just some twisted fantasy? The voices made me do it, I'm not to blame at all. They wouldn't stop, I had to go with it and turn the fall until I did. They would not let me be. The voices made me do it, the voices stole away my sanity. From this ordeal, there is no waking up. I'm on my knees praying for it to stop. I must submit, give in to their demands. If any thought means more blood on my hands. The voices made me do it, I'm not to blame at all.
The story that unveils within our ears is as disturbing as a horror story could be, because it leads us to the understanding of a murderer's mind. The deeply threatened and haunted vocals of the lead singer disturbingly show us the path of an seemingly innocent individual who gets controlled by the threatening and fearsome voices in his or her head, who uncontrollably gets manipulated by exactly those voices to participate in crimes on humanity that he actually doesn't want to participate in. It's a profound psychoanalysis with distorted guitar riffs and pure piano delight. Personally, my second favorite on the album. And because there's no way to not include the absolute hymn for us dark souls on the past album Haunted of 2018, which has an amazing artwork as well. Just want to highlight this. I just have to present the song that fascinated me most, possibly, which is called Rinascimento Gotico. This is taken from the Italian word. It is referring to a Gothic empire. The background sounds just create such a distinctive haunted atmosphere that we even can feel the moon shining onto our skin while standing beneath the most precious cemetery we ever wandered in. By the end of the song, we then get stunned again by the guitar play that is beyond spellbinding.